Hello everyone, welcome back to another C++ programming tutorial. In today's tutorial, we are going to see some kinds of parameters. So our first kind is default parameter. So what is basically default parameter? Let us know the theory first. If we call the function without an argument, it uses default value. So for understanding this in a more clear way, let us take a function and see it. The function will be void function because I won't return anything from my function. So this function would be void function. The name of my function would be, suppose, my country. Okay, and the inputs would be of string data type, and I am giving a variable inside which the values would be stored. And what this function will do is it will just display the country name the user has been given. Okay, so for displaying we are just showing that country. Okay, so this is a simple function which displays the name of the country, whatever country name the user will give. Okay, so in the main function we have to call our function, otherwise this function won't run. So I am calling the function here and I would pass the parameter as USA. Okay, so now I am just copying this line several times and I am just changing its values: UK, Canada, India, Bangladesh. Okay, so here are the values. So what should be the output of this function? It should display the names here. Okay, so let us try to run the function here. Okay, you can see the name has been displayed correctly here. But what if I pass an empty argument? That means there is no argument here in this function. I have called the function, but I didn't pass any argument. Will this function run or not? Let us run and see. You can see the function has shown some error. Okay, so for solving this function or this error, they have introduced the default parameter. So what is basically default parameter? The default parameter is, while you are declaring the function or you are making the function, you will set some default parameters that if any argument is not passed, that default parameter would be executed. Okay, so this is the basic concept. So for here, let us see one thing. In here, by default, I am giving Brazil. Okay, so this thing is the default parameter. That means you can see there are not showing an error here. That means whenever you don't pass any argument in your function, this default parameter will be executed. Okay, let me call my function another time here and I won't pass the value. I won't pass anything. Let us see what it gives. Okay, it is taking some time. Okay, you can see here that the Brazil has been printed 2 times, but I didn't pass any argument. So from where they are getting the argument or the parameter? From here, because we have declared Brazil as the default parameter here. So this is the basic concept of the default parameter, that if we call the function without an argument, without any argument, it uses this default value. That's why in these 2 cases, it has executed the default value Brazil, which we have declared in our function. So this is the basic concept of default parameter. Our next topic is multiple parameters. So let us know the definition. What is multiple parameters? Inside the function, you can add as many as parameter as you want. Okay, suppose we are taking a function void my function, and inside this function I want to pass different kinds of parameter. Okay, so our first kind will be string, okay, name, and our second type would be integer age. Okay, so here I have taken 2 kinds of parameters. You can take as many as parameters as you want, just separate it with commas. Okay, so this function would print the name and the age. Okay, end line. So what this function basically will do is it will print the name and age. Okay, so let us customize this a little bit. The age is okay. Now we are just going to call the function here, my function. The first parameter is string, so we need to write it inside the double quote, John, and the next parameter is integer. Suppose his age is 25. Again, I am going to call the function. His name is Bobby and his age is 26. Okay, so these are our two parameters here we have passed. Now let us run the program and see. Yeah, you can see John, the age is 25, Bobby, the age is 26. So what is multiple parameters? We have learned from this that inside the function you can declare as many as parameter as you want, just you should separate it with the commas. So that's all you should know about default parameters and multiple parameters. We will be knowing more about functions in C++ in-depth topics in our future lecture videos. Thank you for watching.